Hello students, I am Bindi Desai from Saraswati International Academy and I will be teaching you 8th English Medium Science Chapter 17 Stars and the Solar System Part 6. Part 5 we have discussed about the different planets and about the different features of the planets, that where the life exists, which planet has satellite, which planet is the farthest. Last we discussed about the Jupiter. So let's start up with our session. Jupiter, we all know it has 4 satellites, right? Yesterday only, in last part we discussed it has 4 large satellites. And Jupiter is the largest planet of our solar system. And its weight or mass, we can say, is 1300 times than of our Earth. Also, it rotates very rapidly on its axis, very fast. Jupiter has a large number of satellites. It has faint rings around it. You can easily recognize as it appears quite bright in the sky. If you observe it with the help of telescope, you can also see 4 large moons. Now, another planet we will be talking is Saturn. Beyond Jupiter, Saturn is yellowish in color. Now, we all know Mars is called a reddish planet, right? Because it appears slightly reddish, so that is known as the red planet. Now, beyond Jupiter is Saturn, which appears yellowish in color. The color is yellowish type. What makes it in the solar system? Its beautiful rings. See, Saturn is less dense than water. Saturn in a large pool of the water, then it will float. See how it is, an imaginary picture is given, that it is very dense than the water. So it is beautiful. It is said that in our solar system, Saturn is a beautiful planet. Let's see. It has beautiful rings. These rings are not visible with the naked eye. So we need to use the telescope. You can observe them with a small telescope. Saturn has a large number of satellites. Not 2, not 3, but large number of satellites. One interesting thing about Saturn is that it is least dense among all the planets. So its density is less than water, and as compared to all the planets in the solar system, Saturn is the less dense, DENSE, less dense than the water. So we can say that it has least density. Now the other planet is Uranus and Neptune. See, the close planet is Mercury and the farthest planet is the Neptune. Let's see. These are the outermost planet of the solar system. They can be seen only with the help of large telescopes. Like Venus. See, Venus is called a evening star, right? And morning star. Same like Venus. Uranus also rotates from east to west. The most remarkable feature of Uranus is that it is highly tilted rotational axis. So, as a result, in its orbital motion, it appears to roll on its side. 17.24 figure. See, it is already given. How the axis is seen slanted. Can you see it? How it is seen slanted? See here, the axis is slanted given. See here also in the picture. So what it is given, Uranus has a remarkable feature that it is highly tilted like our Earth. How our Earth is being tilted? Is it not straight or not round? Same way, as a result, what happens? Its orbital motion, it appears to roll on its side. The first 4 planets. See here, 2 types of planets are seen. inner planets and outer planets. Why inner planets? Because they are nearer to the sun, and outer planets are there maybe very far from the sun. Let's see. The first four planets, we know which are they: Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. They are nearer to the sun, so what are they known as? They are known as inner planets, and they have very few moons. Is it? Mercury is not having any of the moon. Now other is the planets outside the orbit of Mars. Just we discussed about the Jupiter, that it is the largest planet. Another is Uranus, Saturn and Neptune, which are far off than the inner planets. See how in the picture itself we can see here Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars and Earth. These four are the inner planets, while the outside planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, it is not given in this picture, but the outside planets and inner planets. Are you all clear? Inner planets are very close to the sun, we can say. They are the first four planets, and the outer planets are, we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So they are further than the inner planets. They are called the outer planets. So we are clear what are inner planets and what are outer planets. They have a ring system around them. Yes, we discussed about here. See, here only we have discussed that Saturn has a beautiful rings and it is less dense than the water. Now the planets outside, they are known as outer planets. And what is the difference between them? Inner planets, they have less number of moons, and outer planets, they have more number of moons. Is that clear? We also discussed right now only that the Uranus has a large number of moon, and same way we discussed in the Saturn also that Saturn has large number of moons. In Uranus we discussed that it has a orbital motion. So inner planets, outer planets, we are clear. Now other members, we are clear about the 8 planets. Now we will be discussing about the other members, that are celestial bodies like asteroids, meteoroids, comets, meteoroids and meteor. They are the other member of the solar system. Let's discuss one by one. There are 17.5. There are some other bodies which revolves around the sun. Same way like other planets, these are also the members which revolves around the sun. They are also members of the solar system. Now let us learn about the first one is asteroids. A beautiful picture is given. See, asteroid belt is given. Here what it is given, that there is a large gap between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. See, Mars is our inner planet and the Jupiter. There is a gap between them, a large gap between them is given, right? So this gap is occupied by large number of small objects which are revolving around the sun. So beautifully it is given, 7.25. So these objects which are revolving around the sun, they are called asteroids. I repeat again, let us see once again that there is a large gap between the orbits of the Mars and Jupiter. We can see how a large space or gap is given. Now in that there are small objects which are occupied and they are revolving around the planet sun. So this gap are known as asteroids. They can be seen through the large telescope, not with our naked eye. Clear? A beautiful picture is given here. See, clearly we can know what are the asteroids. Asteroids are also a member of our solar system, celestial body of our solar system. Another is comets. See, here also a beautiful picture of a comet is given. Sorry. Comets are also a member of the solar system. Yes, they revolve around the sun in highly elliptical orbits. See, elliptical orbits are what? They revolve around the sun in the oval shape. How they revolve around the sun? In the oval shape. Their orbits, they move on the orbits in the form of oval shape. So they are known as elliptical objects. Comets are also the member of our solar system. They revolve around the sun in highly elliptical orbits. However, their period of revolution around the sun is usually very long. So it takes long time because it is far away from the sun. A comet generally appears as a bright head with a long tail. See, a picture is given. With a long tail. A comet appears means it looks like a bright head with a long tail. The length of the tail grows in size as it approaches to the sun. So till it reaches the sun, the distance is very far actually. It takes a period of revolution around the sun. The distance is very long to reach till sun. So slowly and slowly as it reaches to the sun, the tail increases. The size of the tail increases as it approaches to the sun. The tail of the comet is always directed away from the sun. So the tail is, see how it is given in a oval form. We can see it. How the tail of the length is growing and how it is approaching to the sun. And also a comet is directed away from the sun. Many comet appears periodically, means at certain time, at certain interval or at certain years. One such comet is Halley's comet. Yes, we have heard it. Halley's comet, in general knowledge also we learned, and which appeared after nearly every 76 years. So when was the last? It was seen in 1986. So maybe around 2062 it will be seen again. The last was seen in 1986. I am talking about a comet, Halley's comet. It appeared in 1986. So after 76 years it will be seen again. So in which year? I said 26, maybe 2060. 76, yes. 2062 year, the Halley's comet will appear again, will be visible again. There are also many superstitions about the comet. Superstition means blind beliefs, right? Which people believe. They are not true. Some people think that comets are the messengers of disaster, such as wars, epidemic, floods. But all the myths and superstitions appear of a comet is a natural phenomena. Yes, it is a blind or a fake, we can say. It is a comet is a natural phenomena, not a man-made, and it generally appears in 76 years periodically. We have no reason to be afraid it. So there is no fear for that. It is a fake superstition, we can say. So are you clear what are asteroids? The large gap between the Mars and the Jupiter. The comets, they have a tail and they move around it in the elliptical orbits. Next is another member is meteoroids and meteorites. At night when the sky is clear and the moon is not there, and we all know the phases of moon, right? On the 15th day the moon is not present. We know about the no moon day and full moon day. So let us see. At night when the sky is clear and the moon is not there, you may sometimes see bright streaks of light in the sky. 17.27. It is shown, see 17.2 side, a bright streak or a line we can say. These are commonly known as shooting stars. In Gujarati we call it Toodta Hua Tara, right? In Hindi we say Toodta Hua Tara. So, what are they? These are commonly known as shooting stars, although they are not stars. What are they? They are meteoroids. They are meteoroids. I repeat again that there are certain times brightening strikes of light. They are known as meteoroids. A meteoroid is usually a small object that occasionally enters the Earth's atmosphere. At that time, at very high speed, yes, it moves at a tremendous speed, we can say. Within a blink of an eye, it goes away. At that time, it has a very high speed. The friction due to the atmosphere hits it up. Yes, because of the high heating in the atmosphere, it strikes up very fast. It glows and evaporates quickly. That is why the bright stick lasts for very short time. We generally see in the movies also that how fast, the reason of moving fast is that because of the heat, atmosphere heats up and it glows and evaporates quickly in the atmosphere. Streak of an meteoroid. Some meteoroids are large so that they can reach the earth before they evaporate completely. Yes, the body that reaches the earth, that is known as meteoroid. Because of the large heat, right, they may fall somewhere because of the high speed, but the body which reaches, the strike which reaches to the earth, they are known as meteoroid. Meteorite. Meteoroid help scientists in investigating the nature of the material from the solar system was formed. So they are useful, right? Meteoroids are useful because the scientist can investigate or can know how the nature, the material of that, how it is formed. Meteoroid showers. When the earth crosses the tail of a comet, swarms of meteoroids are seen. These are known as meteoroid showers. That means when the earth is crossing the tail of a comet, we learned about the comet, right? How it has a tail till it reaches to the sun. Some meteoroid showers occur at regular intervals each year. You can find the time of their appearance from the scientific magazine. We have artificial satellites. See, satellites we learn, they are artificial satellites. They are made, they revolve around the objects in the planet, near the planet, revolves around the planet, so that we can get more and more information about the space. Artificial satellites. Here few names of the artificial satellites are also given. You must yes, one more thing also we learned, that inner planets have no moon, no satellites, while outer planets have satellites, large number of satellites. So let's start. You must have heard that there are number of artificial satellites which are orbiting the earth, means which are keeping eye on the earth. You might wonder how artificial satellites are different from the natural satellites. Artificial satellite is, first of all, they are man-made, right? They are launched from the earth. Yes, they revolve around the earth much closer than the earth natural satellite, the moon. They move on very close to the earth. India has built and launched several artificial satellites. Here are the few names. Let's discuss it. India has built and launched several artificial satellites. Aryabhatta was the first Indian satellite. So which was the first Indian satellite? Aryabhatta. Some other Indian satellites are INSAT, IRS, Kalpana 1, EduSat, etc. Pictures are given. Let us see. Artificial satellites have many practical applications. So when they are sent to the space, By that we can easily know many of the informations by through these satellites. They are used for forecasting weather, transmitting television and radio signals. Our net, we use all these Airtel, Vodafone, what are they? They are also a form of satellites, right? So that we can get the network coverage areas. They are also used for telecommunication and remote sensing. Our Tata Sky, right? At our home which we use. What is that? They are also connected to the satellites. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. These all are the 4 Indian satellites. Now let us discuss few points which we have discussed in this chapter, what we have learned. The phases of the moon occur because we can see only that part of the moon which is reflecting by the sunlight toward earth. First of all, moon is not having its own light. Even the planets do not have their own light. They do not twinkle. The another is stars are celestial bodies that emit, matlab give light of their own, and even the sun is a star. Next one, it is convenient to express distances of stars in a light year. Yes, the distance between the earth and the stars, they can be known through light years. Next, stars appears to move from east to west, and we have a pole star which has a definite place in the northern direction. That is our pole star. Next, here a word stationary is given, that the pole star appears to be stationary from the earth, and many of the constellations can be visible through the pole star because it is situated close to the direction of the axis of the rotation of the earth. Next is constellation. They are the group of stars which are formed and which shows recognizable shapes. Next, the solar system. It has 8 planets and other host of asteroids, comets and meteoroids. Next, a body revolving around another body is called satellite. A body which revolves another body, that is known as satellite. That is a natural satellite and a artificial satellite. Moon, that is a natural satellite of the earth. Even there are certain planets which have natural satellites. Venus is the brightest planet. Which is the brightest planet? Venus, and it is also known as evening star or morning star. The largest planet is the Jupiter of our solar system. Artificial satellites revolve around the earth. They are much closer than the moon, so that we can get many of the informations. Next, artificial satellites are used for, why? Because to know the weather forecasting, long distance communication and remote area sensing. So here we finish our chapter. In next part we will be discussing about the MCQ and answer the following questions. Thank you.